good junk journaling, folks. Here we are again, back to the nature journal. And this is what we're going to be making now. It's quick and easy. You can't get lost. It's just easy peasy. It's looking nice, isn't it? Oh, we wanted a tag for in there, didn't we? Yeah, let's do that while I think about it. I'm thinking I'm going to put that in. Oh, is that too big? I don't know. Let's cut this out and see if it's the right size. And if it is, that's excellent. If not, put my thinking cap on again. Not that I have one. I wish I had one. You could put your thinking cap on and really get good ideas. That'd be brilliant. That would be totally brilliant, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know the answer to that. Let me put my thinking cap on. I'd quite like it to be a physical thing. You know, an actual cap that you put on to think. So if anybody came in the room, like Mr. F, for example, and he saw me there with my cap on, he would think to himself, ah, she's thinking. This is just stupid. Oh dear, never mind. Yeah, that's too wide. So I'd have to chop that down a fair bit, actually, to get it in there. Maybe too much. Yeah, I'll leave that in abeyance. I don't really want to ruin that fox. And I've got a fox here as well, so actually it's probably not what I want anyway. So all that, get your thinking cap off. And let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing today, which is this. So it's just a little sort of library pocket, really, that's going to get stuck down onto there. And it's just got this little card in with one of the cutouts, the fussy cuts that was in the paper pad. I've sewn around it. I've backed it with coffee stained paper. This is this wonderful tea stained paper that Mr. F's done, where he's rolled the tea bag over the page. It's just good. Oh, he's in my good books today. He's not always in my good books. Well, he is, really. He doesn't ever do anything wrong. He's a good lad. And that's going to get stuck on there. And then it's kind of matchy-matchy. But I wanted it to be kind of matchy-matchy. I don't like it when one page jars with the other. And I know this is green, but I quite like the green as well. So that's where we're going today. So let's make the other one of those, which is going to go there. So it'll be pretty similar and it'll go there. Yeah, making progress. Excellent. Now this template came, the template for the library card, and it comes with a smaller one as well. Yeah, that size, and the pocket that matches, which is here. These are a free template on the group Junk Journal Inspirations, and Nikki Adigan is one of the admins on there, and last month and this month she's put some free papers on and free templates. This was the April one. No, this was the March one, that's right. Can't quite remember what the April one is. I don't know. Anyway, they're really worth having. But, you know, once again, if you go over and join the group, please contribute to the group. Don't just take. That's the thing. Always leave more than you take. So, what we need then is some card, which I thought I'd cut out, but... Ah, yes, I have. I'm so organised. That'll be the day. So this is for the back piece here. And I'll tell you what it measures, because it's not a complicated one. The back card itself measures a little over 3.5, just a touch over 3.5, and the bottom pocket measures 3 5/8, because obviously it needs to be slightly larger to fold over it. So let's get the scoring board out. Once again, I'm working on 6 inches square. It's ridiculous. I've boxed myself into a tight corner. so everything's difficult to find, and you know the story. So I want to fold 3 sides of this pocket. I just need to work out which is the bottom. This is the bottom, so not the top. So I need to score it 1/2 inch along there, score it 1/2 inch along there, which is the bottom, and then 1/2 inch up the other side. So the total measurement of this pocket is whatever you decide this is, plus 1 inch for your 2 1/2 inches each side. Okay, that's us finished with the scoring. So just fold those over, score them in. It's easy to score this paper. It's really nice. It doesn't crack or crease or give up the ghost at all. I've had some papers previously that have been horrendous. So cut into that corner and then out at an angle. You know what to do. You've seen me do it before. Right into the corner and then out at an angle, and then cut off these little bits at the top from the scored line down at an angle, just so you don't see them. You wouldn't see them anyway because this is on the back. I forgot about that. But anyway, it's good practice. Right, so let's ink around here. I'm still using my vintage photo distress ink from old Tim. I think I've said this to you before, but I'm not sure if you know that Tim does a live YouTube live on a Saturday. I think it's just after I finish my live. Or there might be a bit of overlap, so it depends who you want to watch most. Do you want to watch Tim or do you want to watch me? Careful how you answer. Right, I'm going to ink around here as well. Quite generously. This is one of the papers out of our scrapbooking paper pad. You don't need to do the back because it's going to be stuck down. Right, first thing I want to do is just sew along the top of the pocket, top edge of the pocket. Bobby spied something of interest. I don't think he realises the back door's open and he can get out. He's asking Mr. F to open the back door for him. The back door's open. Because it's a really nice, pleasant spring day here. Once I've finished this, we're going out for a little meander. Mr. F's been busy scraping the wallpaper off, poor soul. He's made a really good start though, we're about halfway there now. So I'm just going to put some lace along here, just underneath, butt it up to that line of stitching that you've just done, and carry it over the edges just a little bit, and you get a nicer finish that way. You don't get the raw edges, which really bugs me actually. So just under the line of stitching, just using the Cosmic Shimmer because it dries clear. And it'll make a good job of it. Oh, that's a bit too much over the edge. Like that. Lovely. Let's trim that off. About that. Stick them, make sure that's stuck down nicely. Okay. So the next thing to do is sew all the way around. I'll stick this on and then sew all the way around it. So that's just the right size, that's perfect. So I'm just going to put some glue on these flappy foldy bits. This really is a quick one today. Just to keep going with at least a page a day. Surely we can do that. Even if we do that, it's going to take about 3 years to complete this channel. But anyway, who's counting, eh? Actually thinking about it, I've inked the wrong side. That's the side I want. Anyway, no big, I can easily turn it over. So fold your sides in first, make sure you've got the lace sticking on as well, and then that. Let's just check that that looks right. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, it's this I wanted with the word nature in it. The other side is brown as well, so I would have got away with it, but it wouldn't have been right. So we'll just ink this. I'm going around the corners after I've stitched, so I'll need to ink those just after I've stitched around it. It's fine. Okay, so let's go stitching. My foot pedal's getting further and further away. I'm going to have to bring it further forward. Thank you. I was reaching further and further under the desk, and it was pushing further and further away. I needed legs like the Elastic Man. Lovely, that's that done then. Trim the ends off. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. There we go. Right, so that's that. So we need to just decide on something to put there. On here I've put a label and 2 little acorns, which I quite like. All out the kit, apart from the label. The labels, as you know, are from Tracy Fox. And there's a red one there, actually. The reason that I'm interested in the red one is because I'm going to put strawberries on this one. But that's a bit too red. It's a bit too red. I'm also going to put a blue flower on, so I wonder if that would look quite nice. Would the strawberries show up? Yeah, they would. These are tiny, these strawberries. Shows you how committed to the cause I was yesterday when I fussy cut the strawberries. I quite like that blue, because we're going to have a blue flower in there. Yeah. I don't dislike that. What else have we got that's blue? This one. Vegetation. Let's just try those there. See what they look like. Put that one up there and that one down there. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like the blue with the blue flower. So yeah, let's go with that then. Because they don't have to be the same as each other, because you're never going to see them together. So let's ink around those and get those stuck on. I don't think I can actually even hold these and ink them. Well, maybe a little bit, make me feel better, even if it's not doing anything. Right, okay, let's stick this one on first then. I did think when I was cutting these labels that, oh, I'll never use those blue ones. But of course I'd forgotten that there's always a chance I'd be using blue flowers. I'm going to not put that right down at the bottom, but I am going to put it level with that side stitching, just to try and get it straight on there. I think that's okay. And then the little strawberries. I've got so much glue in my hands I can pick it up without trying to. There we go. I've got loads of surplus glue. Where's my wipe? Here it is. I mean, it was kind of inevitable because the stalk is about less than a millimetre thin. I don't know how I cut it out actually. Oh, why? Yeah. And this one at the right way up, like that. So we've got 2 strawberries there. Same as the 2 acorns on the other one. But these stand out much better. They're much nicer, I think. So there we are, I've got those pressed down quite firmly. So it's time to move on now to the tag. And let's have a look and see. Well, I used Mr. F's fabulous coffee stained, tea stained paper. I love it. Honestly, it's fabulous. I might get him to do a little video for you and show you how to do it, because it's really lovely. So I want it the same size as that. And if I had a pencil, it's lost. No, I still have one. I can see it. So it's there and there. I just want to draw a line and get that cut off. So this measures about 1/8 less than the... No, what am I talking about? It measures probably 1/2 inch less than the library card. Anyway, what am I flapping around at? That's it there, straightened up. Excellent, and I don't think I want it quite that long. I think I cut that at 5. Let's just have a look and see. Yeah, 5 inches. So I'll cut this off at 5 inches. I'm going to be sitting outside soon if I keep reversing away from this table. It's just ridiculous. Need to have a tidy up. Right, okay, so I need to stick my blue flower onto here. Like that. It's a really pretty flower, that. So it's a bit like sticking one of the Tim Holtz die cuts on. You do need plenty glue and you have to be prepared for seepage, just to make sure that you've got it right to the edge, because it's a tag, it's going to be going in and out of a pocket, so you don't want these bits to be catching on the pocket as it goes in and out. So you just have to be prepared for squelchy glue and have your wipe ready. My glue's decided it... Oh, look at that. Just as I said, it's decided not to work. Huge, great lump of it fell out. There we go. Right, let's get this on about there, I would say. Yeah, that looks grand. Squash it down with your wipe so you're picking up sort of excess as you go. Lovely. Really make sure it's pressed flat, because this is out of card and we're putting it onto paper, so there always will be that unevenness about it. There's nothing you can do about it. There we go. You can come back to it in a week or so and just check that everything is actually stitched down. Stuck down. That needs a little bit in there. Lovely, right, okay. So now I'm going to back this with ordinary coffee stain paper. And I can get it out of there, that's excellent. So I'm going to stick that down with Collal, put my pin back in my Cosmic Shimmer. Honestly, what on earth are we like with all these glues? Pop that down on there. Lovely. Put the lid on there. Get my by now well-worn wipe. Doesn't really matter about this squelching out because it's not, you know, it's not the journal or anything. I just want to make sure there's none on the actual sides of the tag looking nasty. Just going to get my brayer out and just persuade it. To stay there. That's lovely. Yeah, that's helped that flower as well. Honestly, I'm so stuck up. I'll cut this out. Just cut that off, otherwise it'll get caught on something, it'll rip a good sheet of paper. Then I'm going to stitch around this, round the corners off, and pretty much we're done apart from sticking it in the book. So there we go. Let's ink around that, although I will have to come back and ink the corners obviously once I've rounded them off. Just giving the glue a little minute to dry before I put it through my machine. Have mercy on your machine. There we are, and I just want to do the back as well. I haven't really got a stencil that goes with all this botanical and animal stuff. I don't know. I don't quite know what sort of stencil I would have even. Maybe something like a leaf, that might be appropriate. Let me just check that I've done the back of these. No, I haven't. I didn't think I had. Yeah, maybe a leaf. That might be the answer. Might have to sweet talk Mr. F. He's busy enough, poor soul, stripping wallpaper and moving furniture. everything. So you don't need to do the back of that. That's done and the back of that's done. Lovely. Actually, this was the one we had done previously. Not that it matters because they're the same. All the corners are rounded off that. I'm just going to sew around here before I round the corners off. Just find it easier. Just gonna have to move that. Cut the ends off, round the corners. We're doing well. Lovely. Corner rounder. Here it is. Just ink those again. So there we go. Easy as that. That's that one, and that's that one. And you just glue them literally into your book. So that's that. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's just a short one. It's just another page that we managed to complete, and I do really like this. I think it's so in keeping with the whole vibe that we've got going on. So thank you for joining me. I shall be back very soon. Maybe even tomorrow, who knows. So crack on, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.